We can use that chair too. That's a rolling chair.
Hello. Sorry about a little delay. We had a little problem just getting it all set up, but we've got it. So I'm going to figure out on how you can see all of us on the webcam. That's not it. So hang in there with me.
Give me that bowl.
And welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining. All right, let's see.
Move the backs, Matt.
Yeah, we can just move this.
Actually, back. The other way.
All right. Why don't everybody start on your backs? And as you start on your backs to settle into your practice, I am going to ask you the Spotify playlist is Julie Funke, and it's Heal the World. So if you wanted to follow with the music. So everybody start on your back as you open up your palms, relax, surrender, and start to focus on your breath. That's perfect. Thank you. Got Marianne and Tony with me. As you settle into your space. Deep breaths, start Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. Soft sound in the back of your throat. Three more full settling breaths. On your next exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Start to roll your knees around little circles. Spine circling, massage through your back. 3 times one direction, 3 times the other direction. We're going to right away get started with core as we're going to sync movement and breath. Take your hands behind your head. Take your shoulders, squeeze them into your back, spread all 10 toes. Exhale, draw your knees in. Inhale, extend your legs up. Exhale, draw your knees in. Find your pause at the bottom at the top of each breath. Inhale, extend legs out. Keep going. We're going to move through 10 breaths. You're already on 3. Hug your core, belly into your spine. As you exhale, pause. Inhale, lengthen. Great way to start your practice with core work. There is a lot of core in this practice, especially here in the beginning, so please feel free if you need to. At any time you can modify. You can actually just take a little break if you need to. Lay your head, neck, and shoulder down. Adding on, we're going to crisscross our legs. 4, inhale, and exhale, bring it back up. Inhale and exhale. Listen to the sound of your breath. Press your head heavy into your hands to know that you're doing the breath in the right. It's the inhale for 4 crisscrosses, the exhale for 4 crisscrosses, and you will start to feel your lower abdominal muscles. Keep your lower back heavy into your mat, 0 space between your back and the floor. Couple more. Ignite your toes as you spread your toes. And bring your legs back up. We're going to combine the 2. Bring your feet together, knees in, exhale. Inhale, extend, crisscross just twice. Feet together, exhale in. Inhale, extend, crisscross. Exhale. Hold for a second, inhale out, crisscross. You got it. So it might take you just a couple reps to get it, but generally we're doing 10 of each, so it'll kind of give you a gauge of where you are. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, extend. 3 more. Everybody should be feeling their cores fire up, warm up. Good job with the sync of the movement and the breath. So huge, especially when we start our flow. All right, we're going to roll onto the buttocks flesh of the left side, left forearm on the mat, right hand behind you, and feet together. Exhale, draw your knees in. Inhale, extend your legs out. Exhale. So I'm going to count the 10. We don't have to stay together. I want you to find your rhythm of breath, and you will get enough in, I promise. Exhale. Another option, you can take your right hand behind your head. You can add a little twist. What you want to avoid is pull on your head. Last, exhale 3, exhale 2, and exhale 1. Left leg only. The breath will be a little quicker as you bring one leg in at a time. Left leg only for the 10. We're already at 5. If you're pulling on your head, you feel any compromise of your neck, right hand, right shoulder will do. Last 2. Excellent. Last 1. Right leg in for 10. Exhale. Try to stay with the breath, even though it's a little quicker. Exhale. It's normal to feel your hip flexors. We're going to do some great stretches for your hip flexors. Keep your left leg strong. Spread your left toes. You're doing amazing. Hang in there. Last 3. Exhale 2. Exhale 1. Crisscross your ankles. 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale. Both legs up for 10. Last on this side. Exhale. Yes, if that's too much, shorten the range of motion. Pull your belly in. Feel your core. It's your right oblique especially. Last 5. Exhale 4. You notice it's about the breath as you draw your legs in. 2. And awesome. We're going to roll to the other flesh. So roll onto the flesh. What I mean is you don't want to come onto your hip bone as that's too compressive. Bring your legs out, left hand behind your head or behind you, and bring your knees in for 10. Heal the World should be playing right now, which is an amazing old song, but it's exactly what the world needs right now, is a lot of healing. Exhale. Find your rhythm of breath. Again, even if you just get 8 to my 10, doesn't matter. Hold your legs out, left leg only for 10. Exhale. So the breath is key. Inhale's going to come in no matter what. Right leg only for 10. Exhale. Yes. This one's great for a little twist, a little bit more into your oblique if you want it. Remember, you can modify. You can lay down if you need a rest. Do what you need. Do what's good for your body today, right now, right here. Excellent. Crisscross your legs. 1 full breath. Inhale. Exhale. And last set, bring your legs up for 10. Exhale 9. It does help giving it a little bit of an oomph with that extra little crunch. If you're not there, you just stay with your left hand and the legs should be enough. Exhale. Exhale. How you doing, guys? Good. 3. 2. Amazing. Slowly set your legs down. Come back to your seat. Lay all the way down on your back, 1 vertebrae at a time. Last little bit. Hang in there with me. Hands behind your head. Draw your knees in. Extend your legs out. Right knee to left shoulder. Right leg straight out. Pause. Knees in. That's your exhale. Inhale, legs out. Pause. Left knee, right shoulder. Inhale, pause. If you feel your neck, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend out. Take your hands from behind your head. Right knee, left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Lower back stays on the ground. Right shoulder to left knee. Last time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, straight. Exhale, squeeze together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And my friends, that was amazing. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little circle. Take your feet flat to the mat. Press your feet. Fingers touch your heels. Make sure you have the right alignment and lift your hips off the ground. Hug your feet into the mat. Drag them towards your shoulders. Press your front hip pointers towards your knees. Stretch through your core. Lift your chin. A bridge pose to start to stretch the core. as you slowly, one vertebra at a time, come back down to your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab your hamstrings. Spinal rock. 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, cross your ankles, roll over under your hands and your knees. Find table pose. Neutralize the spine from your core work. Inhale, shoulders back, heart up. Exhale, scoop and round, chin to chest. Look at your thighs. Inhale, root your hands. Lift and stretch your throat. Exhale, pull your belly, ribs, hug, round your back. Inhale, feel your abdominals lengthen. Exhale, find your core as you hug your belly into your spine. 2 more. Inhale, pause here. Exhale, scoop, round, chin, choke your throat. Inhale, last one. Keep your inhale here. As you exhale, take it into your downward facing dog. Just a quick little down dog, and to finish the plank work and to finish the core work. Cat tilt to your plank. Drop to your knees if you need to. Whole idea is the heart leads the way and lower all the way down to the floor. Slide your forearms, elbows right underneath your shoulders. We're coming into forearm plank. Slide your forearms back. Your hands can interlace. That's perfectly fine. Come off of your knees if you want, or stay on your knees depending on your intensity level. And start now. 1 minute. Focus on your breath. Crown of the head forward, neck neutral. Hug everything in. Move your inner groins back. Find your front body into your back body. If you feel your lower back is arching, lift more core. Move your shoulders more forward. As your shoulders come forward, you should feel more core. Breathe. The breath is key to keep you in your plank for the time frame. You're halfway there. Hug your thighs. Super important to get your thighs a hug. Very important in your chaturangas when we start moving through the flow with our chaturangas. Root your forearms, hug them in. Last 2 full breaths. I'm looking for a 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale. You might even feel a little shaking going on in the core as we already worked it. You can do it, hang in there. Last full breath. As you drop to your knees, lower all the way down to the mat. Bring your right ear to the mat, hands at your side, and find a little mini aha. Coming into full locust pose. You're going to take your arms either out to the side or cactus your elbows. You're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders up and find 1 minute in locust pose. Start now. As you start, breathe. Crown of the head forward again. It will be too much if you lift your chin as far as too much compression in the back of your neck. Make it feel good in your body. Locust pose is contracting through the whole back body. Everything's lit up. Stay with your breath. The breath right into the ground, right into the earth. As you fill it up, try to let your big toes move towards the ceiling, baby toes towards the floor. So you're in this good inner spiral of the inner thighs, almost as if you had a block between your thighs. You have 25 more seconds. Hold it, breathe it. Very, very important to get our back to contract as we did all those abdominals. So very good, everybody. Slowly lay it down. Lay your left ear to the mat. Take your arms wherever you'd like. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs. Get a little release in your lower back if you felt any tension. Good. Second plank. Forearms onto the mat. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. You can stay on your knees. Remember, modification is going to make you stronger as we hold it and breathe for 1 more minute. Last plank, I will tell you that. Hug your forearms into the mat. Squeeze them, squeeze them. Feel the energy. You can interlace shoulders into your back. Lean forward. You can do some rocks. You can do whatever variety choice that you like to do in your planks. 30 more seconds, you're halfway. Notice that your neck is an extension of your spine. If your head's not down or your head's not up, but parallel neck, forehead to your mat. 15 seconds, hang in there, breathe it, engage your quads. Every time I cue to engage quads, guarantee you'll engage your quads. Last 5, 4, 3. Set your knees to the mat. Come all the way back down to the mat. Lay your opposite ear to the mat. Find a little breather here. And if you liked your previous locust, you can go to the same options. Arms up, arms out, arms to the side. Ready, set, 1 minute, go. Yeah, so big toe faces up, inner heels, turn up. You got it, turn up. That's it. Yeah, so you're everything from the calves to the hamstrings to the booty to your back, all backs fired up. And stay with your breath. Beautiful job, you guys. Necks are completely neutral. So your arms up straight next to your ears is the toughest in your full locust pose. Maybe hands back, possibly cactus arms. You got it. 20 more seconds. The back bends are huge. We're just knocking them out early in our practice today. Finish off your core work. Last 5. Excellent job, you guys. Set down, all the way back down. Lay your hair opposite ear to the mat. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs. So release your back. Relax your arms. Relax your arms. 1, 2. All right. Take your legs back to the floor. Have your fingertips right underneath your shoulders. Chin toward your chest. Push your body up with a nice flat spine. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Let your head hang. Pedal out your feet. Do whatever feels good. Everything should feel good as you just already worked good hard in your warm-up. Look at your hands, index fingers forward, thumb and first finger get most of the weight. Spread your other 3 fingers apart. Right leg up on your in-breath. Open up your hip. It's going to feel good to open up your hip from your core work with the hip flexors. So lift your left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder square. Look back at your left foot. Make sure your heel's straight off your toes. On your exhale, draw your right knee to your right tricep. Scoop. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, right knee to right tri. Inhale. Exhale, try to touch your tri. That's your practice. Bring your knee into your nose. Scoop and round. Step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee. Sweep your arms up, low lunge. 3 breaths. Establish the pose before we start to move. 1 movement, 1 breath. Root your right foot. Root your left knee. Hips, pointers, forward. Shoulders down your back. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Palms come together, look up. Hands to your heart center. Take your twist over to the right. Left elbow outside right thigh. Rooted through your feet and your knee as you stay supported. Right elbow stacks over left. Thumbs at your sternum. Lift your chin. Pull your belly in more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lean forward into your right knee. Float your left knee up. Find your extended twist. Lunge twist as you find 3 more breaths. Power up your back thigh. Everything stayed the same with the right leg. Right foot roots, knees right above your ankles, shins vertical. Take your left fingertips to the mat. Open up your right arm. Pull your right shoulder into your back. Drop your left knee for 5. Little dynamic stretch of your left hip flexor quad. You don't have to touch the floor with your knee. Awesome. Take your left hand on the mat. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Right foot meets left foot, side plank. 3 breaths. Right elbow to right knee for 5. Exhale. Exhale. Left index fingers pointing forward. Left shoulder into your back body. Take your right foot back to the mat. Right hand back to the mat. High plank. First full vinyasa. Low plank. Cobra. Shoulders back or upward dog. Shins and knees off the ground. Heart up. Shine it out. Exhale. Lift your hips, down dog. Left leg up on your inhale. Open up your hips, stack your left hip on top of your right. Lift your right shoulder to square your shoulders to the front. Feel the stretch, spread your left toes. Left knee, left tri, scoop. Good, lift it up. Prep for Ekapada, Vinyasa, or running man. Anybody feel free to try it. It's always 3 breaths. Hold here. Bring your knee in, round, and step your left foot forward. Drop your right knee. Push your left foot into the ground, right knee into the ground, sweep your arms up. Second side, we'll build from here. Shoulders down your back. Baby fingers toward each other, thumbs out. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Feel the connection. You'll feel the stability. Bring your palms together, look up. Hands to heart center, twist over to the left. Right arm pushes against left thigh. Thumbs against your sternum, stack your elbows. Forearm stack. Gaze up if that's available. Gaze forward, gaze down. Find what works. Lean forward into your left knee. Curl your right toes. Right knee pops off the ground. Hug your legs in. Feel the power that you possess in your own legs. Hug. Stay with your twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist more from your core. Right fingertips to the mat. Open up your left arm, dragon twist. Pull your left shoulder into your back. Find your right knee to drop for 5. If that doesn't work, you can set your right knee down and hold it there. Or you can just stay in your lunge here. Take your right hand to the mat. Roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Modify it as needed. Find your side plank. Lateral line from your hand to your foot. And bring your left elbow to your left knee for 5. It's an exhale, elbow to knee. Right ear off of your right shoulder. Find your power. And left hand back to the mat. High plank. Low plank. Cobra, upward dog. Shoulders back, heart up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Breathe in to your down dog. Heels can try to go to the floor. They don't have to touch. Lift your armpits. Move your inner groins back. Awesome. Look between your hands. 3 Shakti kicks. For those of you that aren't familiar with Shakti kicks, it's a little hop, heels to your bum. Otherwise, simply walk feet to hands. Come into your first forward fold. Feet together, big toes touch. Sit down, chair pose, sweep your arms up. Pull your shoulders into your back. Tuck your tailbone under. Pull your hip pointers up. Look down at your feet. Make sure you can see all 10 toes. You can sit as low as you want. The lower you sit, the harder it is. Pulse it out for 10. Stay with a good breath. As you come all the way straight, exhale, forward fold over your legs. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, fingertips back to the mat. Walk your toes out and find your Malasana squat. Hands at your heart. Prep here for a couple breaths to feel the energy of your hips to release, your lower back to release. And for you crowers out there, let's go for it. Feet together, knees out, triceps into your shins. Squeeze the floor with your hands strong. Lean forward, look forward, feet float. Once your feet float, pause. If you're having trouble getting into crow, do a little rock forward and back just to let and feel your feet float. Once you get the feet to float, pause. Excellent. Step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. The good part about this practice is you're going to have 3 different opportunities to practice your crow. Right leg up on your inhale. Anytime you can practice one thing more than once in a practice, you get better at it. Right knee, right try, scoop your belly around your back. Inhale, right leg up. Right knee, right try. So we're going for 3. Anybody feel free to go to Ekapada. If you're Ekapada, your right leg's going to come, your left leg's up, and this is your Ekapada, left elbow's right into my ribs. Right knee into your chest, step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee, sweep your arms up, low lunge. 1 movement, 1 breath, everything we went through. Palms together, hands through heart. Twist to the right, exhale it out. Lean forward into your right knee. Curl your back toes, lunge, twist. Inhale, left hand to the mat. Right arm reaches up. Drop your back knee for 5, 4. You got it. All the way down with your left knee. Circle your right arm back. Catch your foot for your quad stretch. New pose, 3 breaths. Spread your toes. Root your right foot. Find your power of your twist along with the press of hand and foot. Resist the 2. Shoulders back. Release your left foot to the mat. Come into pyramid pose, but it's the extended variation of it. Lift your left knee, keep your left heel off the ground. Here's where some of you might need your blocks, especially if your right knee doesn't straighten, and square your hips to the front. Crown of the head drops towards the top of your right foot. Pause, root your right foot, root your left foot, and hold it. 3 breaths. Left fingertips move towards your right foot. If you leave your left heel off the mat, this will be a lot more challenging. Otherwise, sole the foot to the mat, keep your hips square, open up your right arm, twisted triangle. Right shoulder stacks right above left, hips square. Pull the left side of the belly in more as your right hip comes down. So what you'll notice is your right hip wants to come up in the twist. So move your left foot over to the left or your right foot over to the right, whatever you might feel where you get more squared. Right hand comes to the mat, push into your right foot, bend your right knee, lift your left leg up, and come into your half moon pose. For those of you that are new, you might keep your left hand onto the floor and then graduate to the hip, left hip stacks on top of right, and one day you might even float your fingers off the mat as you maybe have to stay looking down, is that more grounding, or you can look to the left. Left hand back to the mat, square your left hip with your right hip. Giant step back with your left foot. Left hand on the mat, roll to the outer edge of the left foot, right leg meets left, side plank. Right foot's gonna come halfway right around your belly and face to the right. Lean into your right foot, move your left foot to your right foot, lift your heels and come into a squat. If you're practicing with friends, you just wanna make sure you stagger so that you don't kick each other. Right forearm, tricep on your left thigh. Here's your pose if you don't do side crow. Stay with the twist. It's an amazing, amazing. If you want to try side crow, you can lean forward, find your side crow, open it up to Ekapada. Once you have this, your left leg's going to come back right into Chaturanga. For those of you that are in the simple twist, pivot the balls of your feet, knees face forward, hands to the mat, one leg back, other leg back, top of a push-up, Chaturanga. Back bend, down dog. Take a breath to recover. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left try. Inhale. Again, left knee to left try. That's your challenge. Once you get your knee to touch your try, lean more forward, pause, bring your knee into your chest, step your left foot forward, right knee drops, sweep your arms. Hands together, look up. Hands start center, twist to the left, right arm outside left thigh. Lean into your left knee. Right foot lifts, knee lifts, and press. Find your twist. Right fingertips to the mat. Open up your left arm. Drop your right knee for 5. For 4. Exhale, 3. Drop your right knee. Rotate your left hand back. Find your foot and push. New pose, 3 breaths. Breathe. Ujjayi. Listen to the sound of your breath. Doing amazing. Bring your left foot, hug it in. Shoulders back. Feel all these energy channels open up in your body. Slowly release your right foot. Left leg's going to straighten. Right leg's going to straighten. Right heel stays off the mat. Pyramid pose. The more extended variation. Right foot moves to the right. Left foot moves to the left. Level sacrum. Yes. So you'll find that one side is going to be easier than the other. That's how it always is. Crown of the head towards, roots towards the top of your foot. Stay in the extended variation. It'll just be more challenging for you. Right fingertips towards your left foot and raise your left arm up for twisted triangle. You can always take your left hand on your sacrum to make sure that it's as level as you can be and open up your left fingers. Pull your left shoulder into your back. One more full breath as you inhale, reach your left arm a little higher, and exhale, surrender all your air out. Left fingertips diagonal of your baby toe. Push into your left foot, bend your left knee, float your right leg up. Right shoulder stacks over left, right hip stacks over left. 3 breaths, pull your right shoulder into your back, find your dristi. Find your more weight into your left foot so you can literally have your left fingertips float. Notice that your right foot stays straight off your hip. So a lot of times it comes forward, it goes back. Just do the best in your mind's eye. Right hand back to the mat. Square your right hip with your left hip. Giant step back with your right foot. Right hand onto the mat. Right outer edge of the foot to the mat. Left foot meets right, side plank. Bring your left foot halfway. Parallel your foot to the wall you're facing. Lean into your left foot. Right foot next to left foot, squat. Left tricep outside. This could be your pose right here. And just breathe. Otherwise, same as we did before. Left tri, right hip onto right tri. Open your legs up. If you have Ekapada, your left leg will go super high and you'll float your right leg back into Chaturanga. Everybody else will pivot, knees forward, hands on the mat, step it back, move through Vinyasa. Chaturanga, back bend, and downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Look between your hands. 3 Shakti kicks takes you to the front. Shakti kicks, heels to your bum for 1, for 2, and 3. Feet to your hands, forward fold. Feet together, big toes touch. Sit down, chair pose, sweep your arms up. Pulse it for 10. Tailbone tuck center. Pull your belly and your ribs in. And exhale, forward fold over your legs. Lift your heels, come back to your Malasana squat. Stay in your Malasana squat or find your crow. 3 breaths, 30 seconds, playtime. Go for it. See what you have today. Try. If you don't try, you'll never achieve. Hug your arms into your triceps, into your thighs. Lift your feet. Parallel your shins. Remember, Malasana is an amazing pose. It keeps you so good with your lower back and your hip. Heels can be off the ground or on the ground. Excellent. Step or jump back. Chaturanga Tadasana. Cobra upward dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg up on your inhale. Right knee, right tri. Scoop your belly around your back. Good. You got it. 3 of them total. We're going to end up in one-legged dog. Open it up, one-legged dog. Stay here. Or flip dog, wild thing. Flip dog, both feet will be parallel, and you'll push your left hand, shoulders into your back. Wild thing, left leg straight, right foot on the ground. Everything roots whatever's on the ground and rise whatever's not. Anybody want to go to full wheel? Some people I know out there can. Go for it. Use your core. Everybody right hand back to the mat. Bring your right knee into your nose, scoop your belly. Step your right foot forward. Crescent lunge, a little bit of a change. Hug your legs, sweep your arms up. First time in our crescent lunge. Pull your shoulders down your back. Belly and your ribs in. Bend your left knee. Watch how that felt your left hip flexor move forward. Sink deeper into your right hip. And straighten your left leg without moving your right hip. 1 more breath. Palms together, hands to heart. Twist. 1 movement, 1 breath. Left fingertips to the mat. Right arm comes up, dragon twist. Left knee bends for 5. Spread your fingers. The sun's going to come out if it hasn't already. Drop your back knee. Right hand to left foot. Quad stretch. If you get a hamstring cramp, let it go. Release your foot. Pyramid pose. Extended version or left foot, sole of the foot on the ground. It could be a little closer stance. You get to decide. Left hand towards your right foot. Open up your right. Much challenged, more challenge with your left heel off the ground. So give it a try. Right fingertips to the mat. Float your left leg up, half moon. Find Shavasana if you have it. Left hand to left foot and find your quad stretch. Also, you can work on root of the right foot and taking your fingertips off the mat. Look down to stay grounded. Look to the left to challenge your balance. Bring your left hand back to the mat. Square your left hip back to your right hip. Giant step back with your left foot. Left hand onto the mat. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Right leg meets left, side plank. Right foot steps in the middle. Toes point to the wall you're facing. Push into your right foot. Left foot meets right. Come into your squat and come into your twist. Side crowers go. If you get Ekapada, your left leg is the strong leg. The left leg has to go as high as you can to float your right leg back. Everybody else, take your knees to the center. We can all do the same at the same time and bring it back. Chaturanga, back bend, downward facing dog. Take a recovery breath. Actually, my friends, let's take a child's pose. Couple breaths. Breathe. Should be working up a pretty good sweat. Stay with it. Stay with your breath. We're going to keep moving. Come back to table. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Left leg up on your inhale. Bring your left knee, left try 3 times. Remember, Akapada is welcome. One side's always going to be easier than the other. Give it a shot every time. Third time, come into one-legged dog. Open up your left hip. Find one-legged dog, flip dog, or wild thing. 3 breaths. Shoulders squeezing to your back. Left arm can reach. Good. Get your head in a good position so your neck feels good. Move it around. Check it out. You have to experiment. You have to feel your body. 1 more breath. Take your left hand back to the mat. Bring your left knee into your nose. Scoop your belly. Step your left foot forward. Crescent lunge. Hug your legs in. Power your arms up. Pull your shoulders. Bend your right knee to get your right hip. Be more even with your left. Sink deeper into your left hip. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Straighten your right leg without moving your left hip. Shoulders down your back. Possibly you can look up. Palms together. Exhale, twist. Right arm against left leg. Powerful push resistance, leg and arm. Fingertips to the mat. Left arm opens. Right knee drops for 5. Right knee stays on the mat. Circle your arm. Find your foot. 1, exhale it out. Bring your foot back to the mat. Pyramid. Find your extended version or find your more right foot rooted version. Find your breath and take your right hand towards your left foot. You can go on the outside of the foot, another way to challenge. Press down through your left foot and raise your left arm up. More challenging with that right heel off the ground, as you can feel. Left fingertips to the mat. Move your left foot into the ground. Bend your left knee, pull your right leg up, half moon. Find your right foot, Shavasana. If you cannot reach the floor, you know that you need a block or your book for your prop. Spread your toes, shoulders. Always 3 breaths in your Ardha Chandrasana, wherever you may be. Take your right hand back to the mat. Right hip squares with left. Giant step back with your right foot. Right hand, right outer edge of the foot. Find your side plank. Bring your left knee in. Step your left foot forward. Face it towards the wall you're facing. Bring your right foot. Last time. Bend your knees. Bring your left arm outside. Find your side crow into your Ekapada Vinyasa, right into Chaturanga, or pivot your knees back to center. Hands onto the mat. Step your left leg, right leg back. High plank, low plank. Cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look between your hands. Hop your feet. 3 shaka kicks. Heels to your bum. Get your shoulders over your wrists. And find your feet forward. Half lift on your in-breath. Exhale, bow. Last practice for crow. Take your legs wide. Play a little bit. 3 more breaths. Funky crow. One-legged crows. Come on. I know some of you know it. You've got it. Do it. If you wanted to, funky crow, right forearm on the mat. Left hand even with your right elbow. Squeeze your arms in your legs. Lean forward, heart forward. If you did it on one side, you got to do it on the other side. There's time. Left forearm on the mat. Right hand even with your elbow. Squeeze it. Stay in Malasana like Marianne. If you don't feel like playing, that's cool. And set your hands back. Step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. 5 chaturangas. Let's go for it. Drop your knees if you need to. Back bend on your in-breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Look between your hands. 1 giant hop. Takes feet to hands. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, bow. Root down. Rise up. Full stretch. Palms together. Through your heart center. Look down to your fingertips. Palms face forward. Big shoulder roll back. And find your Tadasana. Root down through your left foot. Look down at your foot. Make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. 12 o'clock. Lift your right knee and take your right hand onto your right knee. Establish the balance in your left leg. Powerful mountain pose all the way from shoulder to foot. Take your left hand on your outer right thigh and open your right arm for dancing Shiva. Some of you might find your left hand on the outer edge of the right foot, straighten it out, and find your balance here. Your drishti is key. Make sure you have your balance before you change your drishti. As you bring your torso back to center, reach your arms out to airplane, lower your body, extend your right leg back, warrior 3. Modify, if you need to, with your right big toe on the mat. Pull your belly in, shoulders even with hips. Pull the left side of the belly in to help your left hip lift and your right hip drop. Full breath in, last one. Exhale, nice. Hands to the mat. Right foot meets left foot. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, bow. Press down through your feet. Arms come all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Tadasana, second side, right foot roots. Lift your left knee, take your left hand under your left knee, pause. Establish the power of your right leg. Right quad off of your knee, hug your leg. Take your right hand onto your outer left knee, left arm focuses back to the fingertips to the back wall. If you have the power of your right leg, right hand can possibly grab the outer left foot and extend. Pull your shoulders into your back, find your drishti. Spread your fingers of your left hand. Change your drishti if you have the balance. Bring your torso back to center. Drop your body, left leg floats back. Open your arms, airplane. You can change your arm position wherever you'd like. Square your hips, 2 hip pointers straight down to the mat. Beautiful, Tony. Really good, Marianne. One more breath, hug your belly in more. Breathe into your back body. And everybody, hands to the mat. Right foot meets left foot meets right foot, forward fold. Press down through your feet. Raise your arms all the way up. Palms come together through your heart center. And open it up, shoulder rolls back. Good, one last vinyasas, take us to the floor. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Half lift on your inhale. Step or jump back, chaturanga dandasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, cobra upper dog. Downward facing dog. Soften your knees. Look between your hands. Hop your feet to your hands. Or step. Come all the way down to your seat. Boat pose. Yes, I'm not kidding. Look at your feet. Gaze. Eyes or even with your toes. Shoulders back. Lean back. Engage your core. Spine should feel like a diagonal flat. Come into half boat. 3 breaths. 3 breaths. Push your belly in. Hug up through your pelvic floor. No space between your mat. Right hand behind your head if you need support of your neck. Spread your toes. Breathe. Last full breath in. And slowly bend your knees. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Give yourself the biggest squeeze, the love hug. Right ankle crosses on top of left quad. Thread the needle pose. Many variations for thread the needle. I'm going to go through and you find what you like. Right ankle on top of left quad, grab hamstring or shin. Right left bicep grabs right calf, left leg straightens out. Head, neck, and shoulders has to be down. Cradle like a baby. Hands, you can give it a little rock. Whatever feels the best for your hip opener is where you want to be. One last, this is one of my new favorites. Take your right outer edge of the foot into the crease of your left hip, crease in your left where your thigh meet. Right hand comes outside your right thigh and catch your left foot with your right hand. Left hand's on right foot, and you're going to start to lower your left outer leg to the mat. Right leg's going to follow as long as it doesn't hurt your right knee joint. Spread your right toes and feel the stretch in your right front so as all the area of the hip flexor muscles. Feel your bodies, your breath start to slow down. Stay with your ujjayi breath as you're still well into the practice. You need the internal heat for the hip stretch. To come out of the stretch, if you're where I am, your right knee's going to come in. You're going to bring your legs up, and you're going to switch the legs as the left ankle comes on top of the right. This is a perfect pose for some of you. This is all you need. You only go to the place where you need. Otherwise, hamstring, grab your shin, push your left elbow into your thigh. All these ways to just get a better stretch. You can take your biceps and come around your calf, straighten your right leg, and just energize. You can cradle it. If your left foot fits in your right arm, the left knee into your left elbow, and you can do a little rock. If you wanted to find the lotus variation, the left outer edge of the foot comes to the crease of the right hip flexor, where the thigh meet. Right leg comes up, left hand comes outside the left thigh, grabs the foot. Right hand on left foot, left hand on right foot. And then you hold your feet strong as you take your outer right leg to the mat. Your left leg will follow. It'll go as far as it'll go without feeling that it's not doing you any good. Make sure it feels good. It's a strong, strong stretch of your hip flexor into the psoas, into the front hip part of your body. You'll notice that there's a different pose for everybody when it comes to the hips, as everybody's got a different something going on, tight or loose, whatever it may be. Bring your left knee back into center if this is where you are. Ankles on top of your right quad. Come into happy baby. So we're going to finish with an inversion of your choice. Happy baby is a really nice inversion. It's not necessary for you to grab your feet. Sometimes your feet, when you grab your feet, it'll be too much because everybody heads, neck, and shoulders up. So wrap your hands around your inner legs or take your hands on your outer hamstrings. One idea of an inversion. You have 2 minutes. Find whatever inversion that you'd like to use. So it could be a headstand, handstand, forearm stand. You can use the walls around as long as your walls are okay to use. If you can do it in the middle room, definitely make sure that you can hold the pose in the middle of the room so you don't fall over, because nobody wants to fall over, especially in an inversion. That's why the wall is such a great idea. I already started the clock. We're doing a 2-minute inversion, or one inversion for 1 minute, another inversion for another minute. Maybe you want to work back bend. Maybe you want to do whatever pose you're working on in your practice today. This is the best time your body's completely warmed up, and you can get a lot out of this last little 2 minutes, more than you think. So practice something that you're not really that great at so that you can build and get better. That's the whole point of all of this stuff. It's practice, practice, practice. And before you know it, you hit it, and then you get these aha moments. You start to sing opera, and it's just a really cool, amazing thing. You're 1 minute in. So this is just in case you were doing a bilateral pose. Now you switch legs if you were, or maybe you want to do a different inversion. You can come into a headstand, forearm stand. So you can find whatever you like. Root your forearms. Just take 5 breaths. There is core work you can do in this headstand, but I don't think anybody wants any more core work. But just if you wanted to, you can take your hips back a little bit and try to tap your toes to the floor. And then you can bring your legs back up. 10 more seconds, 1 more breath. Coming out of your inversion is as important as going in, as gracefully as you can. Counter your inversion. So if it was a headstand, you're going to want to just give yourself a little child's pose, pulling your head. If you're in shoulder stand, of course, you want to do fish. And my friends, come onto your seat. Come onto your back. As you bring your palms, face each other and roll 1 vertebra at a time. Come all the way down onto the mat. As you lay your legs out, as you let your legs splay out, your head, neck, shoulders relax. I like to assist, even in my Shavasana, moving my shoulder blades down, which will help my shoulders open up. My feet splay out. Close your eyes and settle into your space. I invite you to take as long of a Shavasana as you have time for. Remember that this is 45 minutes of your day. That could be all yours, and so make it 50 if you can. God bless you all. Thank you so much. The light in me bows to the light in you. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. Namaste. Namaste.